Hey, Nick from Cometa Camera here at PhotoPlus 2016 with Matt Fraser from Panasonic, and we're looking at the new G85.
That is correct, yes. We just announced this at Photokina. Should start shipping sometime in October.
All right, so there are a lot of new features about the G85 that make it an excellent mirrorless camera for professionals and enthusiasts, including what we have here. Just for a little bit of demonstration, this is a magnesium cast frame.
Right, so the camera has a more ruggedized mount by using a magnesium front plate instead of using a plastic or an aluminum front plate. Also helps to lighten the weight quite a bit, and it helps us to pull some heat away from the processing inside the camera. So this camera can do things like record 4K video until you fill a memory card. There's no stop point in the United States, no 29-minute stopping, none of that. So we needed to be able to wick some of the heat away with the aluminum front plate. Also, the camera gets a fully weather-sealed chassis now, so that's why in the United States we're offering it with a 12-60 kit lens, because this lens is weather-sealed as well. So it's either body only or with the kit lens, and we chose the 12-60 for the weather-sealed capabilities of it.
All right, so what other new features does this camera have, something that it's bringing to the table that we didn't see in the G series before?
Okay, so when you talk about the G7, which this is kind of the bigger brother to the G7 now, the first thing is that the sensor is still 16 megapixels, but we've removed the optical low-pass filter. So this means you're going to get a sharper picture when you take photos with this camera versus a G7, or even the GH4 for that matter. Photographically, this will be sharper. The second thing we've done is that, I don't know if you can see it, but the sensor shakes around inside the body right now. It's actually magnetically stabilized inside the camera. It's a 5-axis in-body image stabilization system. G7 did not get that. And it works for video as well as photography. You can record 4K video with the in-body stabilization. And then when you couple it with our lenses, you get our dual IS system, which is going to use the stabilization in the lens in combination with the 5-axis that's in the body. So at those longer telephoto range videos and photos, you get a much stabler image with that. And there's quite a few lenses that this works with. We've also improved it even further in this camera. It gets our Dual IS version 2, which for select lenses gives us up to 5 stops of correction right in the camera.
Okay, so this camera is going to be available soon, or we'd already have it?
Should be available sometime in October. And there's one last feature I forgot to mention.
Of course.
So some folks out there were complaining about something called shutter shock in our cameras, where as you hit the shutter, there's springs that end up actually causing the shutter to move, and it causes the camera to shake. This is the new shutter mechanism that we're using in the G85. You'll see there's no springs. It's actually using magnets to move the shutter internally inside of here. So it is the smoothest, quietest shutter that we've ever made. And in testing on the GX85, which uses the same shutter mechanism, people are saying that it has no occurrences of shutter shock whatsoever.
And I would imagine because there's no mechanical parts in there, it will be more durable and longer lasting.
Well, certainly without springs involved that can eventually lose their tightness, you should certainly expect more reliability, but we're not speccing an improvement in the reliability.
So that's interesting, and we will see the new GX8 in stores very soon. You can get yours at Cometa.com.